Hey everybody, I'm getting ready to head back to the historic tunnel mill here in Vernon, Indiana, located in Jennings County. And I'm going to walk back here, show you all the tunnel has to offer. There's part of the old foundation still left, and there's one of the chimneys or smokestacks as some people call them. I did bring a flashlight, so we should be able to see to go through the tunnel. As I noticed a lot of people that have videoed this have all mentioned that they didn't bring a light, so I guess they use their cell phone flashlight. Anyway, I'm going to try to walk back here and show you what all is going on. And behind me, you'll see the Baldwin Cemetery. I don't think this is the same Baldwin's that is in the TV show The Waltons with the daddy's recipe for his moonshine or whatever it is he sold. But anyway, I think it's just a different Baldwin. Could be one and the same, but anyway, let's go back here and see what we got to see today. It's pretty windy. I'm wanting to fly my drone and go up and get an aerial view, maybe above the tunnel from river to river, or well, one side to the other. So I don't know if it's too windy, I won't be able to take it up, but I'm gonna take it with me just in case it's not windy back here in the back. Probably hear the wind blowing in the trees now anyway. So anyway, this kind of gives you an idea of the layout of the place if you're searching for this. And we gotta get back here and see what's going on. It's a short little hike. Actually, the trail's nice and wide as you start out. When you get closer to the tunnel though, down here where the old mill used to sit, I think the trail gets kind of narrow, kind of goes downhill a little bit if I remember right. Not quite as wide. So anyway, we'll see what she looks like. Make sure I lock the door. And like I said, I wanted to come before the leaves all popped out in the bushes and the trees. Kind of give a little bit better view of the place. It looks different in the summer than it does during the winter, obviously, without the foliage on the trees, on the ground. As you can tell, the trail don't get manicured a whole lot by anybody that evidently keeps this trail going. Anyway, I'm going to see what we got. I'm going to turn you off for a second. I turned it back on. As you can see, the trail's getting pretty narrow, and I just had a briar bush reach out and grab hold of my hand. So there's lots of rock on the trail, jutting out of the ground, so you have to be careful of rocks and root. Your normal kind of backwoodsy trail going to any kind of sightseeing event, so use a caution. Here's a briar bush right here, as you can see. So you gotta watch out for the briars. You may be taking some back home with you via your flesh. At least some battle wounds from dealing with them, fighting with them. So far I haven't got stuck. Okay, I haven't walked but just a few minutes here. Probably not even 3 minutes. Here's the chimney. And there's what's left of the The actual mill is just this corner of the actual the building. So as you can tell, there's not a whole lot left of it. First time I came back here was in my 5th grade class. Our teacher brought the class down here for a field trip, and that's the first time I got to see this place. I've lived in Jennings County, or I did live in Jennings County up till my 40s, and now that I'm gone, I don't come down here as much as I used to. But so let's go on down here and see what we got. Here's some steps, conveniently located. Here's the sun's probably on the wrong side here to get a good view. Going down the trail, as you can see, it's not too bad. And then you encounter this big old tree that evidently got either fallen over or got washed up here when flooded. I'd say it fell off that bank. That'd be my guess. I thought originally when I seen it, maybe it was washed up with the flood, but guess not. Try to get the sun in. There we go. So, as you can see from here, there's your smokestack foundation, what's left of it. And there's a little pool here. The river is just on around this little corner here where this joins in with the river. Muscatatuck River, to be exact. There's a little stream feeding into it. There's not a whole lot of information on this mill, but as you can tell, it was definitely a work of great magnitude to blast. Like I read or seen on a video where they actually blasted through the rock with dynamite to open this up to allow water to come through to run their mill. So I'm assuming the wheel to this mill was probably somewhere, maybe in this trench, judging by the foundation straight across from me. I would assume maybe the actual building, as you can see now, maybe better view, foundation, and then this gorge that they cut out, or this channel they cut out to bring the water in swiftly down this little channel. Anyway, here you go. So I'm gonna walk through the tunnel first, get to the other side, and then I'll come back over here. I'll try to send the drone up and get some aerial flight view. As you can tell, right there's the end of the tunnel, as you can see, and the river actually is just on the other side. So it would come through this direction, feed this direction. So. Alright, let's venture into this thing. So yeah, I'd say that tree fell off that bank. That would be my logical guess. Could be wrong. So let me jump back across this little gorge that they dug out of this limestone bedrock. It's so nice of them. Now, one thing to point out, you see the softer rock here. When we came down here when I was in 5th grade, we were allowed to dig into that, and we found all kinds of fossils were laying in that. And you see where there's piles of it there. There's probably been people down here doing the exact same thing that we did as a kid with the 5th grade class. But yeah, if you dig through this, what I call slate. Anyway, like I said, there was all kinds of fossils in this thing. I'm not a fossil expert, so I'm not going to rattle off any names because I'm not that guy. Here we go. So I'm standing flat-footed And right now, I'm just barely in the cave, and there's enough light coming in. It's a nice sunny day outside. If it wasn't for the wind, it'd be awesome. Yeah. I want to turn this around so you can see how high it is in here. So bear with me. So, alright. I'm actually standing in a cave. Or in a tunnel, sorry. It's not a cave. It's a tunnel because it goes all the way through. It was man-made. I don't know if there's a partial tunnel here when they started. That's why they picked this spot. But anyway, as you can see, now I'm going back in, and I'm touching the ceiling right here. So it gets a little lower as you get down in there. So we will go on in and have us a look. I brought my flashlight, as mentioned earlier. Kind of see where we're going. I wore my boots because I'm just that kind of guy. I didn't want to get my shoes all wet and muddy because I know we've been having some rain. So I think the last time I was here it was actually fairly dry, but that was probably, couldn't tell you how long ago it was. Nice little walkway. So right here, we're almost set. I did see previous history notes that this tunnel is 150 foot long. So that gives you an idea. And as you can see the wall there, it looks like people maybe digging in there, knocking the rock out, looking for fossils. There's a nice log that's tried to come through when the river was up. He didn't get too far. There's a nice log jam. And here we are. We are at the entrance. So now I'm on the other side, as I just mentioned. This is pretty cool. Like I said, I've been coming down. First time I came here was when I was in the 5th grade. Came down as a class field trip. The teacher that brought us, her name was Mrs. Morin, and she actually lives, as a crow flies, she probably just lives probably not even a mile up the road. And so anyway, this is kind of in her backyard, I guess, the river is. And then obviously she's probably passed away and long gone by now. But anyway, I thank her for bringing me down here when I was a kid. Pretty cool place. I don't know if anybody has memories of come down here when they lived in Jennings County or traveled to Jennings County just to come and see this place, but it's pretty cool. It's a nice little walk. It's easy to get to, except for the little rough part there at the very end, stepping down. And when the river's down, you can actually walk out. You can actually walk out into the river a little bit further. Right now we've had a lot of rain, so it's kind of high right now. Okay, I'm going back across, back through the tunnel to go back over to where the chimney's at and the foundation. I got my drone up in the air, but it was windy, but I actually got it up there. I don't know how many feet I got. Anyway, I got a shot of the cemetery right across the river. Got some of the tunnel. I had a hard time getting my white balance. I haven't flown this drone since last year, and I guess I should have took it out in the yard and practiced with it. So anyway, I'm getting ready to go back through the tunnel and head back to the other side. And I'm gonna try to get the drone back up on the other side and do a little aerial shots over on that side. And I got 1.5 battery left, so maybe I can get it up and get some aerial shots for the foundation and the chimney. So going back through the tunnel now. rocks are pretty treacherous. Here. I actually tripped. I tripped back there while I was holding the controller while I was trying to update the software, which I should have done before I came down here to begin with, before I left the house. But no, I didn't. So anyway, as you can see, there's ample amount of sunlight coming through to light the blade. Really, unless it's a cloudy day, I think you could probably navigate this okay with just a natural light. Ain't too bad, really. I do have my flashlight on just to kind of show the way, but this is without the flashlight. This is with the flashlight, so that gives you an idea. Got some water seepage here coming from up above. As you can tell, it's colored rock, making a nice pretty little yellow trail down to the stone, the deposits from the soil up above. There's another one over there I didn't show you. This is probably the biggest one, prettiest one. And there's another one over here on this side as well. A little ways in here. You can see that one's running pretty good up there. So we can get a bit. The other side's pretty dry as far as water coming down the wall. This one's got, like I said, it's rained a lot, so it's probably due to the rain. Normally this probably ain't running out of there quite so fast. I don't know if it shows up in the camera or not. Anyway, looks nice and clear, the water does. There you go. There's another small seepage there coming through. And now we are back out to the other side. So I'm going to put the flashlight away. This is the side that when I came down here as a class, this is the side that we dug on. We dug and dug and found little fossils here and there. Like I said, it looks like there's been a lot of people digging here and digging for fossils maybe. Oh, that just may be natural, just natural erosion too, I'd say, just given away. Could be given away because people dug it out over the years. Who knows? Anyway, this is kind of cool, ripping off that moss. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can go around the chimney. It's pretty brushy. I'm just curious to play around with it. See if we can. Let's check out some of these rocks. Just in the shade. Looks like some people have been digging some of the rocks out. Tearing up the foundation. Pretty cool. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Chimney. Never been here before. Yeah, that's so. Okay, leaving the tunnel, heading back to the car. Like I said, you can actually go down along here and get up here to this trail if you don't feel like crossing these logs. But I'm going to take the log route, give you an idea of the terrain. One last look. Bush. Heard a squeaky tree right here. When the wind blows, she's a squeaking. Probably that two different types of trees growing together at one point. It looks pretty muddy. I didn't leave the record on the whole time walking back here. But I couldn't remember exactly how far it was back to the tunnel. I don't want to use all my battery up just walking there. But since it's such a short walk, I'll record it all the way out so you have an idea just how level it is. Once you get up the bank here from the actual chimney and the foundation of the wall in the tunnel, it's fairly flat, wide. You'll have to excuse my huffing and puffing, because I haven't really, well, other than a walk around town a little bit, a couple miles here about a month or so ago on a nice day, I haven't really gotten out a whole lot to walk, get my lungs going again. So this is good for me. My heart needs it, my lungs need it, my legs need it, and my peace of mind needs it, because getting out here and exploring is kind of cool. Like I said, I've been out here before, but it's been a long time. Look, somebody was so kind to leave a couple mugs there. I guess get you some water when you take them with you. Get you a drink out of the creek down there. This has got a hole in the bottom, so it probably ain't gonna hold much water. You better drink fast. That one maybe okay. I don't know. Anyway, here's the cemetery. I thought about taking a drone up and videoing it, but seen one cemetery, you've seen them all, I guess. And I'd say the founder of the tunnel is probably buried in here. Mr. Baldwin and the rest is kin probably. I don't know. And supposedly there's a legend even since when I was a kid, came back here. This was a Bloody Mary's grave is here somewhere, supposedly. And I don't know which grave's Bloody Mary's, but anyway, I guess she's known to come out and visit people when they come out here. Maybe at night, I don't know. I'm not supposed to be out here in the night. This is an old stone here, 1873 to 1945. As you can see, some of these are old. Old. I don't normally frequent graveyards looking for old stones. These poor guys don't even have anything left to put on the stone. Cornelius Grist. Don't know who that person is, but I'm going to put a new marker in there because the other one is a little tattered. So you got a cemetery on this side of the hill, and then across the river, as I showed you from the drone, the cemetery is on, there's a Vernon cemetery over there. So, I don't know, someday when I got more time, come down here and sit up in front of Mr. Baldwin. Maybe he's got Daddy's secret recipe probably buried with him. If he was the last kin, they might have let it go with him. Anyway, if anybody's ever seen the Waltons, they know what I'm talking about. Daddy's recipe. Anyway, I'm heading home, and y'all have a great day. I hope you enjoyed my little video here. I'll get home, edit it. There's a parking spot right here, and this is part of the DNR over here, I guess. You know, during the hunting season, you can park here and hunt. But anyway, when I got here, there was a Jeep pulled up in front of that gate. Probably not a good idea to block the gate. I'd say it's like a fire access service road. So I would probably suggest parking here where I'm parked. Over and out.